Have you ever stopped and wondered, with all the stuff we have, all the opportunities, why does that real, deep, lasting peace feel so far away? It's like we're constantly running, right? Chasing the next thing, always striving. But that inner calm, it just doesn't seem to stick. Well, today, we're going to explore a really profound path to what you might call unshakable peace, and it comes from some seriously timeless wisdom.
And our guide for this journey is the revered saint, Kanchi Mahaperiyava. Now, his teachings are incredible. They've been collected into this amazing 7-volume series called Voice of God. It's just a powerhouse of insight into ourselves and, really, the whole world. But what I love is that his wisdom doesn't start with some complicated theory. Nope, it starts with a simple but absolutely brilliant story. Okay, so this story, it's all about perception. It's about a carpenter, his kid, and a wooden elephant. I know, it sounds super simple, right? But trust me, this little tale holds the key to understanding, well, pretty much everything, the nature of our reality, and why we struggle so much within it. So imagine this. The little kid looks at this carved object, and what do they see? A real elephant. It's big, it's an animal, maybe it's even a little scary to them. They are completely caught up in the form. But the carpenter, the one who actually carved it, he looks at the exact same thing and sees something totally different. He doesn't see an animal at all. He just sees wood, the substance. So you've got two people looking at the same object, but living in two completely different realities. There's this amazing verse from the ancient mystic Thirumular that just nails this idea. He said, "The great elephant concealed the wood. In the wood, the great elephant was concealed." Think about it. For the child, the idea of the elephant is so powerful it completely hides the wood. But for the carpenter, the wood is so real that the elephant is just a temporary shape. So one reality is always hiding the other. It all just depends on your point of view. And this isn't just a cute story. This is a massive metaphor for, well, everything. So what if our entire world, the world of jobs, bills, people, ambitions, all of it, what if that's the elephant? This really compelling, distracting shape that makes us forget to see the wood that it's all made of. A much deeper, more fundamental, unified reality underneath it all.
Right. So if we're all just staring at the elephant all day, what does that actually mean for us? For our lives? Well, it means we're stuck in a chase, don't you think? We're constantly running after all these different forms, all these different elephants, and at the end of the day, it just doesn't satisfy. It leaves us feeling kind of empty.
So let's bring this home for a second. What's your elephant? Seriously, think about it. What are the things, the ideas, the goals that you are chasing so hard, so intensely, that you've maybe forgotten to even look for the wood that's underneath it all?
For a lot of us, if we're being honest, the big elephant in the room is competition. It's this trap we all fall into. We think, oh, if I just had more money, I'd have peace. But look around. Even in the wealthiest countries, people are stressed out of their minds. And why is that? Because it's never really about having enough. It's about having more than the next person. It's that little twitch inside us that wants to be first in line, even for something totally pointless. That's what creates all this constant, low-level anxiety.
And here's the bottom line. As long as our whole world is framed as me against them, as long as all we see are a bunch of separate, competing elephants, real peace is it's impossible. There's no way. You can't be at peace if you're running a race that never ends. So, okay, if chasing success is the problem, then what's the solution? This is where faith and spirituality often come into the picture. A lot of people turn to prayer. But what if we've been thinking about the whole point of prayer completely wrong? I mean, think about it. If praying for a better job or more money or for your problems to just disappear, if that's all just asking for a different, shinier elephant, then what's the real point? Why bother with a connection to God or the divine at all?
Well, here's the shift. The usual way we think about prayer is like a transaction, right? God, please give me this and I'll be happy. We ask for our problems to be fixed. But the deeper purpose, the real magic, isn't about changing what's happening out there. It's about changing what's happening in here, in our own minds. The true goal is to get to a place of inner calm that doesn't get rocked by the good stuff or the bad stuff. And let me tell you, that right there is a total game changer. The spiritual path isn't about getting a VIP pass to a life with no problems. Not at all. It's about building an inner stability so deep, so strong, that the stuff happening on the outside just loses its power over you. It's about building a truly unshakable mind. Okay, so how do we do it? How do we actually build this unshakable mind? Well, the great thing is, these teachings lay out a super practical step-by-step path. And this isn't about just blindly believing something. It's a system, a process for cleaning up and focusing the mind. It starts with what's called karma, which is really about right action. Just doing what you need to do, but without being all wrapped up in the results. That purifies your actions. From there, you move to bhakti, or devotion, and that's what purifies your thoughts. Then comes dhyana, or deep, one-pointed focus, which pulls the mind together. And all of that leads to the final step, jnana, which is that direct, unshakable knowledge of reality itself. See how it moves, from the outside in. And let's talk about bhakti for a second, because it's key. Devotion isn't just about getting emotional or sentimental. It's actually a powerful technique for the mind. Think of it like this. You're consciously taking all of your focus, all your love, all your energy, and aiming it at one single supreme source. You're aiming it at the wood, not the 1,000 different elephants. And when you do that, it naturally starts to cleanse the mind of all that scattered, anxious energy. So where does this whole journey end? Well, it brings us right back to where we started, with our carpenter and his kid. This path is designed to take us from that state of seeing a chaotic jungle of 1,000 competing elephants to finally clearly seeing the one, single, unified wood that everything is made of. So you see, devotion, bhakti, is the bridge. It's the hands-on process that literally retrains your brain, retrains your perception. It's what allows you to shift from seeing that messy, divided world of the many to experiencing the incredible peace of the unified one. And this is the ultimate payoff. When the mind finally gets quiet through this practice, that whole illusion of being separate just collapses. The feeling of me over here and the world over there, it just dissolves. And what's left behind isn't some blank nothingness. It's a vast, profound, and truly unshakable peace. That's the experience they call Advaita, non-duality. Not two. Which kinda leaves us with a final thought to chew on, doesn't it? Is reality some big, hidden secret that we have to go on a quest to find? Or is it actually right here, right now, hiding in plain sight? Just like the wood was always there inside the elephant, just waiting for us to change how we look. Hey, if this exploration gave you something to think about, we'd really appreciate it if you could take a second to like this, share it with someone, and subscribe to the channel. It honestly helps us so much in bringing more of these ideas out into the world. Thanks so much for joining me.